CBTV recently got the opportunity to interview Ed, our security guard and former social worker in Chicago.
Hi, my name is Ed, and I am part of security here at Castleview High School. I'm originally from Akron, Ohio, and I moved here from Chicago. I lived there for 15 years. After my degree in theology, I worked in group homes for a long time. I did that for 6 years. Group homes are kids that are all wards of the state, and they've experienced a lot of abuse and neglect, and so we cared for them while they were wards of the state. After that, I went to graduate school, got a master's in social work, and then I did family therapy for several years before we moved here. Moved here in '02 from Chicago. Major differences is that Castle Rock tries to make its problems not seem or be obvious. It has the same problems as Chicago, but they try to keep them in the closet, keep them in check, say we don't have those kinds of problems, ignore them. So here, for example, I think when you try to keep things closeted abuse looks like alcoholism, domestic violence, drug use of all sorts, sexual abuse. Those are all issues that, because Castle Rock is a suburb and it's not in the mainstream, it tries to keep negative information out of the mainstream. So some abuse by nature is secret because of the threat of repercussions. So I'm sure there are kids here that get hit at home, and if you tell someone, they'll get hit again. And then if you tell someone, the state will say, then we're going to remove you from your home because you're not safe in your home. And so what you need sometimes is safety from being abused, but you, as a kid, you don't really want to be removed from your parents, and so you may keep quiet because of the threat of abuse that will continue at home, or you may keep quiet because of the threat of being removed from your home. Those are just examples.
Yeah.
Well, everybody would prefer to solve their problems quietly. So if it's being solved quietly, fine. But many times it's not being solved quietly, and therefore you need to ask for help in some way, shape, or form. So it could be you're just in your classroom and you need help in your class, but if you don't ask for help, no one knows that you need help. They just know that you're getting Fs. And so once someone, either the teacher or the student, crosses the barrier and says, I'm going to give you help, or I'm going to ask you if you need help, or the student says, I do need some help because things are happening in my life and I don't know what to do with them. And many times, those symptoms of failure lead to the root of the problem to begin with. So maybe you're failing because your home life isn't so great. And if your home life isn't so great, you're not concentrating on school. So it's this kind of vicious circle that maybe if you sit and talk with a school counselor about, you can get some help, or that person can direct you to help. So that's a great question. Find a person that you trust and keep searching for people that you trust. Don't stop seeking for help. Find it wherever you can with someone that you can trust, and keep asking until you get the help that you need.